Good morning and a happy Thursday. I'm King 5 meteorologist Ashley Ruiz with a look at your cloudy morning forecast. Some of us seen sunshine this morning. You compare it to yesterday, all of us had overcast skies and the clouds took forever to break up. Now we have a better shot for some sun breaks. These clouds should start to scatter out later in the afternoon, but here in Seattle, we've had a lovely morning. We had peaks of sun. I know not all of you saw that, but there's a better chance in the back half of the day, and I'll show you. Good news is we're looking at a warmer and brighter forecast on Saturday. We'll have high clouds in place, but it's going to be the brighter day of the two, but this weekend really does look to be like a nice treat for all the moms and mom figures out there, including the fur moms as well. A touch cooler, however. Let's talk about the big picture and then we'll dive in and show you what you can expect a little closer to home. So here's a look at what we can expect into the weekend. So right now we have those low clouds in place. Friday will get brushed by a weak system, and then Saturday some ridging taking hold, keeping any major weather systems way to the west and northwest of us. But then into Sunday could get brushed by another weak system, and mainly what we'll feel from this is cloud cover and a slight drop in temperatures as well. Maybe a few sprinkles up north closer to the Canadian border, as well as maybe closer to the coast, but we're not expecting any major rain chances or any accumulating precipitation with it. As we get into the middle half of the week, that's when models start to diverge, and there are a lot of uncertainties. Keep in mind, still 6 days away, but it's looking like we have a chance for a system to move in by the middle half of the week. Until then, until we fine-tune the forecast, check this out. Over the next 7 days, little to nothing in terms of accumulating rainfall. So that just goes to show how dry we are. Very dry start to May, even though temperatures have been all over the place. We had 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Now we're kind of more in a more stable weather pattern, if you will, with the morning clouds, so low clouds, that marine push, and then partly sunny afternoons. Over the weekend, again, mostly sunny, highs in the 70s, and then Sunday, Mother's Day, a drop in temperatures, and then for the first half of next week, we'll have another ridge building. So let's zoom in and talk about what's going on right now. So once again, we have the marine clouds in place. Those developed even over Puget Sound early this morning. And then we have some clearing, of course, closer to the Olympics. We also, aloft, have northeasterly flow, so you can kind of see how these clouds are moving over the Cascades. Later today, we'll likely have some higher clouds moving in. Big change over the past 24 hours when we couldn't even see the Seattle skyline. We have blue sky above, still some of those lower clouds in place. And you see it's a variety of what we're dealing with. Paradise, Hurricane Ridge, we have blue sky above. You can see off in the distance the blue sky from Squim, and then Granite Falls still just trapped under some foggy conditions closer to the coast. We still have those low clouds in place. But as the day goes on, we should have sun breaks in the mix as temperatures gradually warm up into the 60s. Taking you up north, you see for the islands, upper 50s, lower 60s, a better chance to see some of those sun breaks. And then along I-5, low and mid 60s, North Sound, that could get trapped under clouds for a good chunk of our day. Some sun breaks, sure, but that should keep temperatures a little cooler, low and mid 60s there. For the Central Sound, you see around 66 in Seattle, depending on your neighborhood, of course. Enumclaw 64, where there's a better shot for some of those low clouds too. South Sound, mid and upper 60s, closer to Oregon, the better shot for you to hit the upper 60s to about 70. The beaches still in the 50s, but interior areas in the 60s. Meanwhile, eastern Washington, just some high clouds today, 70s and 80s. So we don't have any 80s in the forecast for you, but we have 70s returning. Here's a look at your forecast for tomorrow. We'll kick things off with low clouds, cloudy skies in general, with afternoon sun breaks, and that should help warm us up into the 60s at least. It's also going to be a little breezy out there. We'll get southerly and southwesterly winds 10 to 15, and that could give us a stronger onshore push, so some low clouds may be really difficult to clear. If they do clear, then highs could be a couple of degrees warmer than this, but the coast may get trapped under these low clouds for a good majority of the day as we have that 1 weak system brushing the coast on Friday, and a couple of sprinkles there. Futurecast shows here's later this morning. You see those low clouds still in place from about Central Sound northward, and then we go into the afternoon. Here comes the high clouds, and that could keep some of those low clouds from clearing into the afternoon. Then we get into Friday morning. We have low clouds in place with some gradual clearing as the day goes on. So then you see into the afternoon and then into Saturday. It looks like we lost some data there, but into Saturday morning, low clouds to start, and then we'll have sunshine before high clouds move in, but still filtered sunshine, looking like a really nice weekend overall. But Saturday will be the warmest day, and then Sunday more clouds. Keep in mind that system that rolls in Sunday for most spots just going to bring clouds and a drop in temperatures, but a couple of sprinkles are possible. A lot going on, not just because it's Mother's Day weekend, springtime here, and we have lots to check out. The street fair in Beacon Hill, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. This is Saturday, by the way, and then World Migratory Bird Day at Seward Park, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. The high for the day will be in the lower 70s, and then in Issaquah, Walk and Wag, 73 degrees, and then Coopville, the Penn Cove Water Festival, 65 for a high. Then we turn the page to Sunday, again a little cooler. It's the Flower Festival at Pike Place Saturday and Sunday if you want to check out some of the beautiful flower vendors there. Again, you have plenty of time for that. And then Ellensburg and Leavenworth because of Mayfest. It's going to be early, but the highs that day, especially in Ellensburg, really going to be windy, highs in the 70s and 80s, and then the rain are at home as well. And the Sounders are at home on Saturday. So once again, we'll have 60s near normal, and then depending on how quickly the clouds clear on Friday, it's going to determine how warm we get, but we'll all warm up nicely on Saturday, a little cooler Sunday, and the next best chance for rain, at least as of right now, looks to come on Wednesday. So we'll be able to fine tune that forecast for you as we get a little closer. Now beyond the 7-day forecast, and this will continue to change. Keep in mind this is over a week and a half out, but showing that we could have some drops in our temperatures, but overall 60s, maybe 70s, but a lot could change between now and then. Remember, you can always find an extended look at your forecast on King 5 Plus, king5.com, as well as our free King 5 app and on our YouTube page as well.